Today, Robert Jenrick has announced a deal with the Turkish government which falls well short of what he had trumpeted a few weeks earlier, a completely false claim. So he said that he was going to go to Turkey, and Turkey had invited him to discuss taking Turkish refugees back from Britain back into Turkey. I thought that was wide of the mark. It proves to be so. Today, he said that he's announcing a new partnership with one of the most important of those allies, and that's Turkey. It's absolutely critical to work with Ankara. Of course it is. And he's going to be working with Ankara, or the British government is going to be working closely with other countries to dismantle the people smuggling gangs and disrupt the supply of materials such as boats and engines, which ultimately facilitates more boat crossings. That's what he said on Radio 4's Today programme this morning. That's it. So he was being disingenuous when he claimed that he was going to be returning migrants to Turkey. And he should have been in contact with the Turkish government to try to disrupt the people smugglers' plans from the very beginning. That is part of his job. Instead, the focus of the Home Office has been on the victims of people smuggling, on those vulnerable individuals who have who are constantly being targeted on TikTok, on social media, with posters down the street saying this is a solution. This is not a solution. A solution would be a point of reference at a British consulate where people could present their papers and see if they can, in some form, qualify for travel to the UK, or indeed asylum in the UK. And without that, we are not going to stop the boats, because we are simply providing ammunition to the people smugglers by offering a vacuum. That vacuum of consular support is what gives the smugglers their opportunity. And when a country like Albania says, please cite a consulate in the north of our country, and Britain decides instead to send a task force to sit in the airport and drink coffee, then once again, it's not listening to the country. There are many countries around the Mediterranean where it would really help to have British consulates, and that would stem the flow of migrants in boats almost immediately. But I don't think that's the plan of the present government. I think the plan of the present government is to whip up hatred. Because if people are hating migrants, if people are screaming FO back to your... I remember when FO was simply the abbreviation for the Foreign Office. FO back to France. Then they're not looking at the failings in the government itself, and particularly in the Home Office. I could identify those failings only too well.